Hi everybody, welcome to Max's English Show. Today, we wanted to ask you, have you learned 10 new English words this week? If you haven't, don't worry, because we're here to help. Okay, so, word 1 and word 2. Credible and incredible. So the word credible is used to talk about whether or not a story or person is trustworthy. Like, I just don't think his story is credible. Incredible, on the other hand, literally means whether or not something is trustworthy, but it's usually used to mean something more like amazing. Number 3 is green. Green like someone who's new or inexperienced. For example, you might say, the new guy in our office seems a little bit green. But it's not to be confused with green with envy. Those are two totally different ideas. Then word number 4 is seasoned, which means someone who's experienced or someone who's been around a while. It's related to the word old hand. For example, he's an old hand, which has a similar meaning. This one, however, seasoned, we might say he's a seasoned salesman, to mean someone who's pretty experienced with sales for their job in general. Phrase number 5 is to have just fallen off the turnip truck, which is kind of like just born yesterday. For example, you might say, of course he knew it was a trick. He didn't just fall off the turnip truck. Our 6th phrase about authority and experienced is believe it or not. Usually we use this for talking about something that seems incredible. For example, believe it or not, he ate 20 pancakes for breakfast. Number 7 on today's list is to have earned your spurs. And to have earned your spurs talks about when you've shown that you can handle yourself. For example, someone at work might say, oh, Tim really earned his spurs today. Number 8, sketchy. It sounds a little sketchy. Seemed a little bit shady. Yeah, the situation was a little bit suspect. Phrase number 9 is no call to, okay? So, this is using the word call in a slightly dated usage, which means duty or need, okay? So for example, you might say, she had no call to break my mailbox. 10, trumped up. Okay, so trumped up means accusations that are quickly invented as an excuse, especially if you want to put someone into jail. For example, there was a time when if you went to Mexico, the police might put you in jail on some trumped up charges, and if you wanted to go home, you had to pay a little bit of money. Okay, everybody, that's it for today's Max's English Show. Please remember, if you enjoyed our show today, that you can always like, subscribe, and share. I'm sure you have a friend who didn't remember to do their 10 English words this week.